Hey everyone, Scott with Heritage Farms. Well, doing something a little different this week. So I'm not traveling this week, so I decided to actually work from the farmhouse for a couple of extra days because, you know, when you get off work at 5 or 5:30 in the afternoon, you can get down here and you can get a few things done. With the sun not going down till close to 8:30 or 9, you have a little opportunity to work 2.5 hours. And the reason I'm doing that is because next week, I think we're going to spend a few days and head up to Broken Bow, Oklahoma, hang out in the foothills, or I'll call it mountains. People will laugh at that. But anyway, we're going to go up and spend some time up there. So right now, we're just checking things out. So this has been basically getting pecan work done this weekend. Yesterday after work, I mowed circles around the trees. This week, tonight, I actually came in and weed-eated around the base of the trees. We'll get the sprinklers all hooked up and going. Then from there, we'll come back and we'll do some other stuff. We got to spray the trees this weekend as well, so it's going to be hard pressed to get everything accomplished that I need to. There's just absolutely not enough hours in the day. But anyway, I'm tired. I've been weed eating. Think about walking the pecan orchard on 150 trees and weed eating the base of 150 trees. I'm done. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just driving around, checking everything out, making sure the cattle look good. There's no immediate needs, enjoying a cold beverage and getting ready to go back and figure out something for dinner. I sure miss my CEO, CFO, my beautiful wife. She's back at the home camp holding the fort down this week. So I'm going bachelor. Hold on. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on, mama. Come on. So nobody knows what to think. We're turning out 5 heifers in the middle of the herd. There's a little fighting going on to determine who's going to be king of the crop, if you will. They'll have to figure it out, determine who's in charge. Okay guys, here we are, Friday afternoon. Woo, after work. It's been a long week, but as I mentioned earlier, I've been staying up here, kind of getting a couple hours of work in every afternoon after work. And we've actually been mowing around the base of the trees. We came back and weed-eated. We've been getting all the sprinklers in check. We had a lot of hog damage, man, and the hog damage, the hogs would come in here and literally bite the heads off of these sprinklers or root around the sprinklers. We have to get them back up and established. So we're in the orchard, and a little bit windy this afternoon for Friday. Not enough time left in the day, but tomorrow morning we're probably going to hit this and we're going to start spraying some trees, man. We're going to get this knocked down. We're going to put a little insecticide on them just to keep the bagworms from developing, keep the beetles off of them. The ladybugs love the trees too, and not to mention fire ants. So we're going to hit them with an insecticide, and we're also going to hit them with zinc. Pecan trees love zinc. We're about to get these guys on the fast track here. So, all right. So today was pretty productive. We took a cull cow and a steer over to Paris. Going to sell them. Need to get my resources rounded up. We're putting out lime here in the next few weeks. Hopefully, if the guy ever calls me back. And at the same time, we're going to put out some seed. We're going to put out Tiff Quick in a little pasture just to do a test. We're going to fertilize a lot of land this go around, because what I've learned last year is I can't afford to buy hay. I've got to raise as much of my own hay as possible. I'll still rely on my family member where I got most of it, but I need to limit my hay bill next year. Don't get me wrong, this is not a profitable operation, but I need to cut my losses where I can. All right, here we are. We're back in the pecan orchard. got Kimber riding with me today. You can see she's chained up. She spotted a bunny rabbit, and that's really a bad thing, because either two things are going to happen. A, the bunny rabbit's going to run for 5 miles, and if that's the case, so is the dog. Or she's going to catch and kill the bunny rabbit, and then I got to explain to the CFO and CEO why there's blood and a dead bunny rabbit in my Kubota. So I've elected to actually keep her chained up this morning. What are we doing? We're back in the pecan orchard, and this has been a pecan work weekend, and there's a lot to do here. And basically the main thing we have to do is we came in and we mowed circles around the base of the trees, because you can see the grass and the weeds are coming up. So we mow a circle around the base of the trees. We came back and weed eated the circles so we could get access to all the sprinklers. Now we're coming in and doing sprinkler check and sprinkler repair. This is actually a common problem that you have. You've got a riser with the top, you got your sprinkler on there, and you got your 1/8" line. And sometimes these things just pull out. Part of the reason they pull out is maybe me hitting it with the weed eater. We grazed the cows in here at the end of last year, so maybe a cow hit it. We've also had hogs in here that could pull it out. And sometimes the ground just shifts and comes out. So it's a real easy fix. Bear with me. You just put that guy back in there, and voila. Normally at this time, I'll take the opportunity to make sure the sprinkler is straight, make sure the sprinkler head is turning, and then we're ready to go. All right, guys, that's what we're doing today, is sprinkler check. Yesterday, we also sprayed the tops of the pecans with zinc and an insecticide, and they should be ready to take off here. Okay, so I thought I would show you one thing I do. Now that we're done feeding hay and we're no longer putting out hay, I don't have to keep the hay spikes on the front of the tractor. So one of the things I'm doing is I put the bucket back on the front of the tractor. And what I do is when I go to telephone 2, which is our other property, I come back, we'll go down there and we'll feed or whatever we're doing, checking the cattle. But when I'm coming back to the telephone 1 property, I'm taking a load of dirt. And if you remember, we cleaned out that pond last year, made it, I don't know, twice as big as what it was. And so we have a massive mound of dirt down there. So what I do is I take this, and so every time I come back to the barn here at telephone 1 in the pecans, or home base as we call it, I bring a load of dirt. And the reason I do that is I go out here and I find me a low spot somewhere. And there's a couple of areas where water's eroded near one of the culverts we put in. So, you come back, it's deadheading it, is what they call it, the truck drivers. Truck drivers hate to take a load one direction and not have a load to bring back the other direction. So part of my lean manufacturing training is that you want to be as effective and productive with everything you do. So this is what I'm doing here. So basically coming back with a load of dirt as opposed to coming back empty, because with the price of diesel, anytime this tractor is moving, you want to make sure you're being as productive as you possibly can. So all right, guys, so I'm not going to bore you with me going down here and dumping this in a hole, but that's what we're doing. We're basically bringing back a load of dirt. Thanks. bring you some back. I'll come back with the truck in a little bit. Okay guys, well, we're getting close to calling it a wrap on the weekend. I tell you what, man, this ryegrass has been a savior. We ran out of hay. We couldn't afford to buy any more hay, but the cattle are looking good. They are looking good. This little group owes me a couple of calves. A little disappointed. We had a new calf over at our commercial herd, so that herd basically finished down at like 90% overall on their calving percentage. The registered herd here's got a little work to do. We're still in the 70s, so my overall goal for a cow-calf operation, the way we do it as a weekend rancher, I'm hoping I can get to an 85% calf crop, and that's a tough number to get to. Normally we have you know, some severe weather, you know, freezing weather that maybe gets a calf, you know. You just never know. You have one or two that abort for some unknown reason. Agriculture, nature, a lot of challenges, man, a lot of challenges. But hey, I'm happy with this little registered herd right here. Things are looking good, 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 good. So that's what's going on. All right, just wanted to give them a little feed, get an opportunity to check on them. One of the things I'm looking for is flies. So far the flies are not too bad. Once things start to get a little bit more severe, we'll probably get them up in the corral, run them through the lane and spray them with some type of fly control. Just because, man, those little bloodsuckers, they just tear them up. All right, well, it's the best of times and worst of times, but we got things going our way. Hey guys, as always, glory be to God. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have some nice little white-faced bulls out of this herd, and also some really nice little heifers, white-faced Sim-Angus heifers out of this group too that's gonna be for sale. So you guys stay in touch if you're interested in anything. All right, as always, glory be to God. Have a great week, guys.